up, guys? Welcome back to episode 4 of Doom Days. Thank you everyone who has already watched the other episodes. If you haven't, go onto my channel and find the other 3. Some cool videos. But today we're doing something very cool. Today I'm taking a look at all of my fuzz pedals in one go. So yeah, we're going to take a look at all my fuzz pedals. This isn't as many as it used to be. I used to have more. But yeah, I had to sell some and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to quickly give an explanation of each of the pedals. But if you want to skip that, you can go to this time and just hear the playing. But if you have still stuck around, I'm going to quickly go through each one, just kind of explain what it is, and so you kind of have an idea of what the pedal is doing. Also, if you want to see any demos of any particular pedals, a more in-depth video, you can just leave it the comment section down below, let me know, or I'll include links for any of these pedals that I have already done standalone demos on, which is a few of them. But without further ado, let's get into it. So first pedal here, this is my Zvex Fuzz Factory, crazy germanium fuzz face type thing. Loosely, but it's also miles different. It's got a gate and there's a bit of an octave once you turn the gate high enough, plus it makes all these crazy self-oscillating, glitchy video game sounds. It's a wild pedal. I do have a video on this one, so I'll put that in the link I'll put the link in the description down below. Go out of that into my tuner, which is in bypass mode. Like I've got it plugged into the bypass output, which means that there's no the buffer inside the boss pedal isn't affecting any of the fuzzes. I had the Fuzz Factory first because it likes to be as close to the front of the chain as possible. Go out of that into the TI Boost, which is a treble boost, which I'm only going to use for a bit at the end. It's not fuzz. We got out of that into the Hudson Broadcast. Now, not many people have used this in like a stonery, doomy way, but I'm going to give it a go. See how it sounds. There's this little gain switch here, and when it's to the right, it gets really fuzzy and blown out. It's kind of based on like a desk preamp, Neve pre type thing, but it's wild. Go out of that into the Behringer Super Fuzz, of course, the immortal Super Fuzz copy of the very famous Boss Hyper Fuzz, which goes back to another old 60s fuzz. One moment. But yeah, this has got the 3 modes. Fuzz 1 is like a real mid-pushed octave fuzz type sound. Think like Who, Live at Leeds type stuff. Fuzz 2 is the Electric Wizard dope throwing setting, and then there's a boost. Go out of that up into the Fuzzlord Effects Voidmaster, which is a silicon fuzz face on steroids, essentially, is the best way to describe it. Go out of that into the Spires by Earthquaker, which has 2 channels. The red channel is once again a silicon fuzz face type thing. And then the green channel is their take on an old 60s fuzz called the New Fuzz. I believe that's what it's called. If it isn't, I'll whack it up on the screen, but I think that's right. And there's just 2 cool kind of crazy wild fuzzes, Out of that into the Pumpkin Pi by Green Carrot Effects. Here, the green channel is a Russian. Red channel is an IC-based Big Muff. They're both Big Muffs. Which is cool. Goes out of that into this actual Big Muff. This isn't a vintage one. It's just one of kind of the standard production models. I got this years ago, but if you were to buy one now, it would be the same as this. Not only was this my first fuzz pedal, it was one of my first pedals in general. So the Big Muff is very special to me. We go out of this into the Hoof from Earthquaker, which is again another Big Muff clone. You're seeing a pattern here. It's a Russian clone. I think it's based off a Russian Big Muff owned by Dan Auerbach of the Black Keys. It's cool. Goes out of that into this Acapulco Gold from Earthquaker again, which is supposed to be like a Sun Model T type thing. Some people, I've seen a lot of people saying it doesn't actually sound like a Sun Model T, but doesn't matter. Doesn't bother me. I think it sounds cool. And then there's the Rainbow Machine, but just ignore that for this video. I'm going to be playing through this Greco 1984 JS 56 or 55, one of those two, in C standard, going through my Marshall, DSL 40 on a cleanish channel with a 50 SM57 in front of it. I'm going to go through every pedal on its own with a loop, play around with the settings a bit. Once I get a good sound I'll leave them, and then I'll go through each of them again with the treble boost on, so you can see how they interact with boost. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, and there it is. What did you guys think? What was your particular favourite pedal of the bunch? What was your favourite fuzz? If you want to see demos on any of those, please let me know in the comments. I will happily do it. I've already done demos on the Hoof, the Pumpkin Pi, the Voidmaster, and the Fuzz Factory, but if there's any other ones you want to see, I will more than happily do it. Just let me know. Let me know what was your favourite, and if you have any of these pedals, and let me know if there's any cool fuzzes I should get, because I definitely need more. Definitely don't have enough, but wish I had more. Anyway, cheers for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that shit. And you know, life imitates art, my friend. I'll catch you next time.